Yes, you all see it right here. We have a new fragrance right here from the house of Clean Reserve, and this is the brand new Whipped Cherry. I know you all was wondering, was I going to talk about it? And yes, we are doing it today. Oh yes. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. The Maria here. Yes, we're talking about the brand new Clean Reserve Whipped Cherry fragrance. The brand kindly sent this over to me, so thank you to Clean Reserve team for partnering with me on this video. And we're going to talk about Whipped Cherry today, as well as some of my favorites from the house of Clean Reserve, because I do have a lot of fragrances from Clean Reserve. I've smelled a ton of Clean Reserve, but you know, there can only be a few at the top, you know, and this is one of those type of videos. So let's get into the specs of the new Whipped Cherry, because everybody has been asking me in the comments, and yeah, let's talk about it. So you all, this fragrance is classified as a fruity gourmand scent. And one thing about Clean Reserve, their fragrances are very literal. And one thing about the brand too, I also want to emphasize, is that their name is Clean Reserve for a reason. They are an eco-friendly and eco-conscious brand. Everything about their packaging, even down to the cellophane, the boxing, also of course the lovely fragrance, the cap, everything is eco-conscious, eco-friendly, environmental friendly. We love that about Clean Reserve, so I always want to emphasize that about the brand. So yes, they are clean, conscious, and cruelty-free. So now let's talk a little bit more about Whipped Cherry, you all. So the notes, let's see, this is a fruity gourmand, y'all. So we have top notes of wild cherry, pineapple, coconut water, and orange zest. So we already got a lot going on there. Then in the middle, you all, we have almond blossom, praline, mimosa, and then we also have osmanthus, and then the dry down, we have vanilla cream, cedarwood, musk, and sandalwood. I gotta say this, Clean Reserve really stepped it up with the note breakdown on this one. So for those that are like, is this just going to be another basic cherry fragrance? No, it is not. And let me tell you, the juice actually matches this description too. So let's also get into where you can get the fragrance, prices, sizes. You know, we always do that here in these type of videos. So this fragrance is sold, of course, at cleanbeauty.com. No strangers here. We've talked about them before on the channel. Also, you can get it at Sephora, as well as Sephora and Kohl's. And it comes in right now 3 sizes, which is good considering this is a new release fragrance. So we have the 10 ml travel size that retails for $29, you all. Then we have the 50 ml size that retails for $75. And then we have the size that I have, the 100 ml size. The 100 ml size, you all, retails for $110. So just like the other fragrances from the house of Clean Reserve, and if you go on Sephora, you will see these similar price points. One thing about Clean Reserve and the Clean Beauty website, as well as Sephora, they do have sales. And yes, you can pick up your Clean Reserve fragrances, particularly Whipped Cherry, during a sale. It is holiday time when I'm filming this video, so it makes sense to pick it up right now. So let me spray this fragrance, you all, and get into it. I have had the fragrance for a few weeks. I've worn it a little bit. So yes, I do have thoughts on the fragrance. This isn't just a first impression. The cherry and the pineapple are super prominent for me. This is juicy. This is sweet, by the way. So think like a sweet cream blended in, say like a sweet pineapple cream blended in with the cherries is what I get with this fragrance. And then on the skin, I think more so too, the more creamier aspect also is amplified by that sandalwood in here on skin when I wear this scent. And almond blossom, you all know I'm a sucker for almonds. Plus cherry and almond just go together well for me. So the fact they put this in this fragrance, I was like, yes. So this right here again, this is more of a cherry, but also fruity and creamy scent. That's the best way to put this. Slight bit of gourmandness again because of that almonds and that praline that come out in the scent. So no, this isn't just a basic cherry scent. There's more going on to this one. So I highly recommend it for that reason too. So now let's get into the mood and things about this scent, right? So the mood of Whipped Cherry, this is absolutely a fun scent. This is whenever you're just feeling like a snack. That's when you put this on because of the sweet notes, the juicy notes in here. You're feeling kind of flirty wearing this one. At least that's kind of how I feel about it. So yeah, this one is just, I'm feeling like a snack. I kind of want to step out and be cute, you know. So that is Whipped Cherry for me, the mood. Next up, we have the strength of this fragrance. And to me, on a scale of 1 to 10, the strength of Whipped Cherry, strength is about a 6, so above average. You definitely can smell it because again, the sweet juicy notes in here, especially that pineapple and that coconut, and of course the cherry notes are what really are the most prominent when you first spray this fragrance out. So I give it a 6 in that regard. Now let's talk about longevity of this fragrance. This is one I'm very pleased to report. I get better longevity out of this fragrance than I have, say, some of my other Clean Reserve fragrances I've had in the past. This one hugs fabric, you all. I get about 5 hours to 6 hours on this. Normally I average out at about 4 of my Clean Reserve fragrances, but this one is performing. And most importantly, it sticks to fabric. And again, because of the fact it is a clear juice, again, very eco-conscious and friendly, it doesn't stain your fabrics or anything like that, so you can like really go to town with it. We love that. You can spray as much as you want. Then, okay, you all, is this fragrance a compliment getting fragrance? And let me tell you something, it is, because nobody is mad at you for smelling sweet and juicy, and that's been my experience. Gotta say too, this is head elf approved, you all. He loves this one. He was like, well, I like whatever it is you got on. He's like, is that something new? So we love when that happens. I have worn it around friends and things too, and it did get compliments. They was like, that's really nice, whatever you have on. They were like, oh, that's really nice, by the way. So yes, this one does get compliments as well. Whipped cherry, she doing what she needs to do. Now, does this fragrance compare to anything else, in particular with the Clean Reserve line, because there are a ton of fragrances in the Clean Reserve line? And for me, no, it doesn't. This is a unique fragrance because I do have others that I will talk about shortly, but all of them are doing their own thing, and the Whipped Cherry is doing its own thing. And again, in comparison to, say, other fragrances, to me, no, it does, because again, this isn't just a straight up linear cherry fragrance. There's other things in here going on. So no, it does not smell like other cherry fragrances. And yes, y'all know I have tons of other cherry fragrances. This one is unique. Whipped Cherry is unique. So all in all, I highly recommend the new Clean Reserve Whipped Cherry. This fragrance I think was absolutely needed in the lineup because there wasn't a scent like this. There wasn't anything pineapple-y, coconutty, or most importantly, cherry related in the Clean Reserve line. So I do think this was a welcomed addition in the lineup for me. So yes, and I also have to say this is officially one of my absolute favorites from Clean Reserve, and I'm gonna share with you all some of my others because I know you all may be wondering, okay, well, what else do they have? Because maybe you've seen them in Sephora or something. Like, I've been interested in the line, but I'm not quite sure. I'm gonna go ahead and give you some other recommendations as well while we're here. So naturally, of course, the newness, Whipped Cherry, highly recommend this one. This one is fantastic. So definitely recommend this one if you're going in store and or online. The next one I want to recommend, this one came out, I want to say last year. Yes, it did come out last year because you all know I hyped it up and I was super excited about it. You all know I ran and bought it. I had to have it. I also highly recommend, it's one of my absolute favorites from Clean Reserve, Sparkling Sugar. In fact, you could even layer Sparkling Sugar and Whipped Cherry together because of the fact these are both in the gourmand territory for Clean Reserve. So I will say that too. So with Sparkling Sugar, this is for the people that like berries. So berry sweetness. So cassis, peach nectar, tonka bean, blonde woods, white musk, that is this beauty right here. So Sparkling Sugar, highly recommend if you like it sweet, more say traditionally fruity sweet, like berries, peaches and all that, go with this one. So this one is a fun one. I even have a smaller size bottle of Sparkling Sugar, so you know I really like it. Now the next one I highly recommend too, also from the House of Clean Reserve. This right here is a bestseller for a reason, and this is the one I've had the longest out of the bunch, so I cannot recommend this one enough. This is Clean Reserve, the Skin Edition, you all. Clean Reserve Skin Reserve Blend is the formal name of it. This right here is you but better. It just does what it needs to do. This has been a comforting scent for me. This has been an airplane scent for me too. So that's why I highly recommend Skin. So just a little bit on the notes too. There's salted praline in here. There's also some musk in here too. We also have some orange blossom. So there's a sweetness in here too, but a more gourmand sweetness. Also, there's even like some vanilla in here too. So for my gourmand girlies, more so in the traditional sense of say the vanilla gourmand girlies, you will like this one, a Clean Reserve one. This one is great, especially if you want to have that like kind of sweet feel, vanilla-y feel, but you don't want to do too much. You don't want to ruffle feathers, say you're in an office or this type of thing, office or school setting. This is the one for you. So I highly recommend Clean Reserve Skin, you all. This is excellent. And the last fragrance I also want to recommend is one of my favorites is of course Radiant Nectar. I had a lot of fun with Radiant Nectar as well. This one is also in that sweet and juicy category. Okay, I'm noticing a trend here. I'm liking all the sweets, which explains why again I like Whipped Cherry so much. But let's get into Radiant Nectar. Radiant Nectar, you all. This one is for the peach nectar girls. So if you like peach sweetness, also carrot seeds in here too. Some musk in here as well. If you all remember my story, I had a bee to chase me in this one, so I literally smelled like sweet nectar. So the name is super appropriate. So I highly recommend this one again if you like pear, that type of thing. Very clean, very fresh. So Radiant Nectar is the one for you in that regard. So all in all, you all, Whipped Cherry is the newest addition, the newest release from Clean Reserve. I highly recommend this one because it's not your basic cherry scent. Clean Reserve, you did your thing with this one. So next time you're in your Sephora or you're online at Clean Beauty, definitely check out the newest Whipped Cherry. So all right, everyone, that wraps up my thoughts on this fragrance. Let me know your thoughts because I know you all have been asking about it. I've seen some comments about it. So let me know. Let's get the conversation going. Are you enjoying Whipped Cherry? Do you plan to check it out soon? If you haven't already thought about it, I highly recommend it because it's good. I will catch y'all in the next video. Bye, y'all.